Imagine making $1,000 by simply helping local businesses get better websites. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it with zero experience, step by step, because there's gonna be a directory of businesses that we can look through and start looking at some of these websites. So I'm gonna zoom in on the Chicago area here. And once you're zoomed in, just go ahead and type spa, because that's the one we're gonna be targeting today. Now on the left side, you're gonna see a lot of different companies here that pop up. Now you can usually tell if a company is in good standing based on the reviews. So a lot of these have 5-star reviews that are gonna be ranking higher. We wanna pick from some low-hanging fruit. So the first company that I found is Ultimate Massage. And over here, you can see that they have their website attached right here, ultimatemassage.spa.com. Now, if you do see some companies that don't have websites attached, you can go ahead and contact them directly and sell them a website. But if they do have a website, let's look at what these websites do and how they're not converting. So for the Ultimate Massage, let's take a look. This is a terrible looking website. Let's just go ahead and say that right off the bat. You can see that their logo is pretty small. There's a lot of wasted space up here. And when we scroll down, more wasted space. They do have some text hierarchy, which is good. They show their benefits right here. And as we scroll down further, we have more wasted space. This is a lot of scrolling for nothing. There's no call to action in this screen, which they need. And let's scroll down. This text is a little hard to read. I would definitely change this to make it bold. And another big issue I'm seeing right off the bat is these reviews look fake. So for example, over here, you're able to actually see reviews inside Google My Business. And if you see the actual review here, it looks legit. But when we're on this website, they don't look legit. There's no picture of them. So you can use a application to pull in these reviews and make it look a lot cleaner. Another thing I would say is this is a little too text heavy. I would go with some smaller reviews that target specific pain points that potential customers will have. So as we scroll down, more wasted space here. As we can see, nothing in this middle column. They do have a form fill on the right side, but it's asking too many things. The only 3 things that you're gonna need on this landing page are your name, email, and phone number. Everything else you can get at a later time for your client. This is gonna reduce the resistance for somebody actually filling out this form fill and becoming a lead for this company. Another thing is I would have this in a different colored box so it's more easily seen, because right now it kind of blends in unless you're really looking for it. More wasted space at the bottom. They don't even have a footer down here with more contact information. And overall, it just needs more call to actions, right? So for example, it's gonna need a learn more or shop now right here. And in every single section that you see, there should be a call to action. All right, that's the first terrible website we find. Let's go back to Google Maps here and find another one. All right, here's another one that I found called Allur DV. And as we can see, there's a lot of things going on. Right away, I see some clipping of the text at the start here, which means it's not lined up properly. Now, see, this company does it a little bit better. They do have a buy now deals, which let's see what page that brings us to. So they do have gift cards here, best deals, spa packages. This is really good. You can click again. Let's see where that brings us. Okay, so it just kind of jumped over that package. Let's go back. All right, they do have a lot of different things that you can buy in here. That's good. And here's what I was talking about, the reviews. This company actually has good reviews here, powered by Google, reviews on Google. This is an actual application that's pulling in the Google reviews, which is perfect. I would have this up here though. Now, another thing we can check is if the website is mobile optimized. And how you do that is just press F12 and you'll be able to scroll down and pretend like you're in a mobile view. So as we scroll down, it actually looks like they have some decent responsive pictures here. These buttons could be a little bit better. They kind of blend in the background. These are call to action buttons, which will bring you to the next page down the funnel. They need to pop a little more and come forward so you can actually see them. You can add things like rocking, bouncing, glowing. You could do a lot of things. I would definitely make a contrast here so you could actually click it. A green color or blue color is a conversion color, and that would get people to click it more. And instead of just couples massages, you could have an actual action, so get couple massages. Okay, it looks like they also have all of their treatments at the bottom of the page as well. This landing page is kind of all over the place. It should follow a certain format. Right now, it's just kind of a bunch of different things throwing at the customer. Here, just way too much text. Like I was saying, this contact us as a hyperlink here isn't a very good call to action. Schedule your appointment is a better one. I would definitely have this front and center. A lot of companies now are doing a booking calendar right on their landing page, so the resistance to actually booking your appointment is very, very minimal. And that's what I would say is best practice for this niche specifically. You want to have your booking page on the front landing page and make sure that somebody can click a time and see if that time's available and go right into booking that appointment. All right, let's find another website here. Here's Feet Feel Spa, and this one is a very small landing page, as we can see. Not much going on here. They have their phone number, but the thing is, this phone number, I can't even click this number. So if I'm on mobile, for example, and I want to try to click this number, it's not going to be able to let me click it. It does look like the actual icon here you can click, but this whole entire thing should be a button. Same with their address. If I want to go to their address from my phone, I want to be able to just click this. Okay, it does look like the icon, but look at that. You can barely click it. Now let's check if it's mobile optimized. It is not mobile optimized, meaning all of this is not responsive. So I have to kind of click and drag to get around, right? So I'm sure you guys have opened up a website and been unable to interact with it because you have to just click and zoom and try to click buttons. This is not gonna fly in today's standards. They're losing a lot of money because somebody's landing on this. It's not mobile optimized. It doesn't have clear call to actions. You can't just go ahead and book an appointment instantly. So this is a terrible website. Like one of the worst I think I've seen in a long time. Their landing page is very, very small. Okay, so we go to services, and inside here, they have some prices, but there's no way for me to actually get to the checkout page and actually pay them money. You want to make sure that you reduce the resistance from somebody actually purchasing your service. So reduced resistance would be if I click on this and I say, oh, I want a 60-minute foot massage, and I go ahead and I click it, and then it brings me to a checkout page. Perfect. Or it brings me to a calendar. Perfect. Right now, I can just get the prices, but then I have to leave this page, go back to a different page, and then try to find out where the checkout page is or how to get in touch with them. There's going to be a lot of people falling off this website, so this is somebody that definitely needs our services. Now, I did find one I wanted to show you that did everything a little bit better. This one right here, this is called Chocolate, and they have their brand pretty nailed down. So for example, as you scroll down, you can see some chocolate dripping. They have all their different services here: massage, permanent makeup, skincare, training, waxing. And as you scroll down, there should have been a call to action here, why our clients choose us, and then maybe some reviews would be better. You definitely want to have reviews here. That would do a lot better. Here are some real pictures of people getting their services done. It's done pretty decently in a gallery view. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. There's an add to cart. This image looks broken for whatever reason, but there's CBD massage, select options. So when we go to that, it brings us to a checkout page. We can just add this to cart. We have to pick which time we want. One of these should be auto selected so it doesn't give me that error, and then we go add to cart. That's just another click that someone's going to have to do, which is going to increase the amount of fall off that you have on this website. I'm not sure how many different services people are going to actually be doing here, but you really want to bring them straight to the checkout page right after this. Right now it shows in my top right, like it's in my cart. But for example, how many people are buying multiple services on a spa website? Usually someone's coming in for one service, they want to get it done, and they want to go to the checkout page. So try to think of it as how many steps you have to get to your checkout is how many people will fall off as well. So you need to make sure that each step of the way that you are minimizing the clicks that it requires. Now, how I did this when I started was I would find terrible websites like this first one we looked at, and I would just make a list. I'd go through this city and I'd find every single company that had really, really bad looking websites, or even if they didn't even have websites. See, that's an easier sell. If they don't have a website, then you can go ahead and sell to them right away. Now, as you click on some of these, you'll see that there's a website, open website right here. Now, if there isn't an open website, it means they don't have a website. And from there, you can actually just call them up and say, hey, I've built your website. Would you like to get on a demo call and I can show you it and see if it's a good fit for you? Now, in order to build these websites, it's actually easier than you think. So we're gonna go over to a software called GoHighLevel. This is my branded GoHighLevel, so it is my software that I've branded with my own logo and company. Now in here, we can go ahead and go sites on the left and open templates, new funnel, and from here we get to pick a ton of great templates. So just type spa up in the top here, and it's gonna give you like 15 to 20 different spa templates. So this is great because depending on what your spa looks like, let's go ahead and see if we can find a good one. Okay, this one looks pretty good. And in order to bring this into our library, we just go ahead and hit continue, and it's gonna go ahead and add that template in. And after you add that in, it's gonna go ahead and bring up the page builder. Now the page builder is amazing on GoHighLevel because what we're able to do inside of here trumps most page builders. For example, as we're building this website out, we can just go ahead and scroll down a little bit. And if we wanted to change any type of ad copy on here, we can just go ahead and select it, body treatment, and then we hit this AI button and we go generate with AI. And this is gonna be body treatments spa ad copy. And we're gonna go ahead and hit generate. You can mess with the length of the content if you want. So welcome to a sanctuary of serenity. Indulge in our luxurious body treatments, meticulously designed to rejuvenate your skin and soothe your soul. All right, that's pretty good. If you wanted to take the whole thing, you just hit copy over. It's gonna bring it over here. I think it's a little long. So let's go ahead and just take this part out. Now we just hit continue, and it's automatically gonna put that right inside this box, and you're done with that section. Now, if we wanted to change these to bold, just go ahead and click that, click it, bold, bold, bold. And I don't like the alignment of this specific button. So if we go ahead and just click this button here, on the right side, you're gonna see button align. We just want that in the middle. And the same thing with this needs to be in the middle as well. So we're gonna text align in the middle. This best spa, we don't need this top one. You can just hit this delete button. All right, that's a little bit better, looking good. Now, this color, not a big fan of this color. So we wanna go ahead and go background color and make it green. Let's increase this font size a little bit. There we go, get an appointment. Now, like I mentioned earlier, if you want this button to really pop, you can go ahead and hit the animations tab on the right side here. And you can go ahead and pick if you want a fade, for example, kind of just comes up and shows you that's a clickable button. That's a good one. You could do bounce, for example, where it just kind of, okay. Now that we got that right there, we're gonna scroll down a little bit. Now, these columns are a little bit messed up. We're just gonna go ahead and make this smaller. Just go to the font size, there we go. Text align, perfect. We're gonna move this up, perfect. And these just aren't really working for me. So what we can do here is if we don't like this image, for example, I think it looks a little weird. Let's go ahead and click on this image box, and then we're gonna go over image options on the right side, click options, we're gonna go unsplash, and then we're gonna go spa. And it's gonna give us a ton of spa images that we can use for free in this build. I like this one. This one looks pretty good. I don't like the size actually. Let's go to another one. Import to media library. We can just double click it, brings it right in. Now let's change the other one as well. We can import it, we can just double click it. Perfect. Now I would make these bold. All right. Now let's just change the button color again. Let's get that little bigger font size. If we wanted to, we can go ahead and add a section in here, for example. So we just go add here, add column, click and drag this right here, down here, and then have a small little piece of text above it. That way it just kind of flows a little better. Now, if we wanted to add any animations, go ahead and click the animations tab. Let's do a bounce. That's good. Now here's their services. Obviously, you want to go ahead and change these. This isn't very relevant. So if we want to take this whole section out, we can just go ahead and hit this delete button. Takes out the whole section. We don't need the pricing, don't need to meet the team, what our clients are saying. This is where you do your Google reviews. You can change around the columns here a little bit, and you definitely want another call to action. So we can go ahead and just duplicate this, and then we can just drag this down. Perfect. Get rid of that. Let's go ahead and use the AI function here, generate with AI. Go ahead and hit generate. Our clients rave about our serene escape we offer. Step into a world where every massage soothes and each facial rejuvenates. Let's go ahead and copy that over. It looks pretty good. Nice. And if we wanted to add an image, you can just go ahead and click in here, add, scroll down, image. Then we're gonna click inside this box, go to our images, media, unsplash, spa. This one looks pretty good. Let's add another column in here. And if we see, we can just hit this up arrow and it's gonna bring it to the top. You can ask some frequently asked questions if you want, but pretty much we are done. We have the base done. Now you're gonna go ahead and get the logo in the top right from this company, and that can be done at a later time once you close the sale. Now, if you wanted to demo this to the client, you just hit this preview button in the top right. It's gonna automatically save for us. Here we go. So as you can see, we can just scroll down. It looks a ton better than most of the other websites. Now that compared to this, right? So that's a huge improvement. Now, if we wanted to get to what this website looks like, for example, and what I would suggest doing is go ahead and find the #1 highest ranking spa website inside of Google My Business page. And then from there, you're gonna go ahead and put this on another screen and just kind of model it the same way. Go through the builder and kind of build it out with a similar design, because if it's working well for another company, it's gonna work well for your client as well. Now we could get here in about 20-30 minutes. We just keep playing around with the page builder and make sure that we are doing all of the proper landing page tactics. You can sell these websites for $1,000 to $2,000, and then you can add a $125 hosting fee for them. Now, if you wanted to add extra functionality, for example, a calendar inside of it, you can go ahead and manage all of their bookings for them as well and have it set up through automations. But I mention it to show you the possibilities that you can do inside of the software. And now if you want to learn how to sell to local businesses just like this and make thousands of dollars a day, go ahead and click the link down below. I have a free community where I show everyone inside exactly what I did to make my first $1,000 online and what I do continuously to scale my company. I'll see you in there.